Good evening. My name is Dr. Shilpa Srivatsa, and on behalf of Yoga Vijnana Foundation, I extend a hearty welcome to all those present here for the full moon meditation. We are delighted to have Dr. Sunil Satyanarayana this evening to lead us through the meditation session today. He will be guiding us through the Heartfulness meditation today. First, I would like to give a brief introduction about our center Yoga Vijnana, the Yoga Vijnana Foundation, and the guest speaker of today. Yoga Vijnana Center for Yoga, Therapy and Research was started in December 2012 by Sri Vinay Siddhaya, an ex-IT professional who left 12 plus years of his corporate career with the intention of bringing science and philosophy of yoga and sharing it to the common man in the simplest way possible. He is a certified yoga therapist who holds master's degree in yoga, RYT 500 level certification, and from Yoga Alliance, YCB level 3 and certified yoga therapist from Ayush Ministry, and has been a long-term student of Iyengar Yoga. At Yoga Vijnana, we believe in experiential journey towards one's spiritual growth, and so far over 2,000 practitioners from across the world have benefited from our various programs. Apart from regular yoga classes that are conducted both at the center and online, for beginners and experienced practitioners, we do specialize in yoga therapy, conduct many in-depth yoga and health workshops for seekers and yoga teachers, meditations, yoga retreats, silent treks, etc. Yoga Vijnana Foundation is a non-profit organization of Yoga Vijnana, which has been set up with the idea of making the society a better place through spreading the science of yoga. The three main categories of activities that we plan to undertake under the foundation are spreading the knowledge of yoga, holistic education, and yogic education. The main aim of the foundation is to make this knowledge of yoga and health accessible to as many people as possible and intends to cover places such as schools, orphanages, old age homes, etc. All foundation activities are free and run on donation. In accordance with the vision of the foundation, we arrange full moon meditation every month led by many eminent meditators and teachers to spread meditation to men. Let me take the privilege of introducing Dr. Sunil to you all. It's a proud moment to me in introducing Sunil. Sunil is a professor from the Department of Periodontics, Dayananda Sagar College of Dental Sciences, Bangalore, with over 20 years of clinical experience. He is the Chief Doctor of Care and Concern Family Dental Clinic in Hampinagar, Bangalore. He has been practicing heartfulness meditation for more than 16 years now. He's been a heartfulness meditation trainer for 10 years and he's conducted more than 150 meditation workshops at various colleges, corporate setups, the general public, and various places. He offers it as a free service for all interested people and has successfully reached more than 13,000 people to date. It's really a very proud moment for me to be introducing Dr. Sunil to you all. And with this brief introduction, I want to welcome you all again to the talk and I hand over to Dr. Sunil. Thank you. Dr. Sunil.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shilpa, for that introduction. I will share the screen now. Vinayji, I think you'll have to enable me to share the screen.
Yeah, done. You can do that now. Yeah. Thank you.
You can see the screen, right?
We can see the folder, but I think you have to open the PPT, I think.
I have opened it.
Oh, then you have to unshare and share only the PPT, the one which you are sharing, right? That's how the new version of Microsoft is handling it. You consider it once you open, it's a different file altogether. Or you have to share the entire desktop.
The desktop option was not showing.
Yeah, you open the PPT in presentation mode, and then you can select that option, the open presentation itself.
Yeah. Now?
Yeah, we can see now. But if you go for full screen mode, again, you have to open again. Like if you just try full screen mode, probably in full screen mode, again, we will be going back to the, we'll not be in full screen mode, I think.
I'm in full screen mode now.
No, we can't see the full screen mode. That's why once you go to the full screen, now again, start sharing that presentation. Now unshare this, and once you go open full screen and then share that one.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, now we can see that clearly.
Yeah, okay. So, good evening to one and all. And Dr. Shilpa, who was instrumental in making this happen. And I also would like to thank all the participants who are here for this meditation session. So before we start, go through the meditation thing, I just want to brief about our Heartfulness Institute. See, this Heartfulness Institute, just like Yoga Vijnana Foundation, is a non-profitable spiritual organization, and it has its existence, official existence, for more than 77 years now. And before it became a foundation or an organization, the meditation was being offered even before that, prior to that. So it has an existence in a way for more than 100 years. And it's there in over 160 countries with lakhs of meditation practitioners throughout the world. And everywhere in the world, it's offered free of cost for people of all backgrounds. There's there's no discrimination of anything for that matter. And anyone who is willing to practice meditation are welcome here. Only criteria is they should be willing to practice this. The second criteria I forgot to tell you is that they should be above 15 years. They should have completed 15 years and they should be 16 years old to practice this meditation. So to start with, I want to start with a small story. Maybe many of you will be aware of this story. It's a story of two parrots. So there was a person by name Kaluram. He was what he used to do was he used to sell for his livelihood. He used to sell small animals and birds to people and made a livelihood out of that. So once what happened was he got two parrots, actually small parrots, and then one he actually sold it to a butcher. And the second one he sold it to a spiritual guy called Haridas. So after a few years, maybe after 2 or 3 years, he happened to pass by those places, and he wanted to visit just see both the parrots. So when he went to the butcher's place, actually what happened was the parrot started shouting, catch hold of Kaluram, catch hold of this person, kill him, chop his head, and do all sorts of things. So he was actually shocked, and he was in a way sad also. Oh, what is this? I caught this parrot. I have actually taken care of this parrot for some time, and then it's not even recognizing me, and it's saying all sorts of harsh words. And then with the saddened emotional state, he goes to the next place, Haridasa's place, and where the second parrot is actually very sweet, and it's saying welcome all of you, welcome whoever is coming, and come here, be seated, and Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, all those things. It started saying, and Kalaram actually started thinking, oh, what is this? There's so much of a difference. Both the parrots were actually siblings, and one parrot is like that and the other parrot is like this. I don't know what is happening. So with that, he had few questions in his mind actually. So he was thinking, what does this whatever happened now to me at this point of time, what is this suggesting? So what does this story suggest to you all? Can anyone type in? And this, once you type in, I will throw in the next question. Is it okay for you to type in, key in a few words? What do you think that happened in the story? What do you think this is suggesting? Yeah, good. Prithviraj sir is saying select a good company. Good. Effect of surroundings. Very good. Your company. Very good. Yeah. Story suggests that habits form very easily. Good. Environmental impact. Sangat ka sir. Yeah. You all have said it. You become what you repeatedly do. Right. Nice. It's not only our heredity, but the environment plays a part in what we become. Very good. So yeah, you all said this right. So what happens from infancy to old age as we grow up? And the next question he was thinking was this: what happens from infancy to old age as we grow up? What is happening is what he was thinking, Kalra. And then it suddenly struck to him that there is a simple and how can we make use of this process for the benefit of us, means for our own benefit. So what is it actually? So the whatever process that I'm telling you is a well-known thing. It's known to all of us, and it's happening to all of us every moment actually. And when I was thinking about what to present to this audience, actually in one of my meditation, it stuck to me. I'll have to carry it this way around, and that's why I made it into this presentation. So the process is called as osmosis. So all of you or most of you will be well aware of what is osmosis. So one of the definitions I got from Wikipedia is that the osmosis is a process of gradual, means slowly, conscious or unconscious assimilation of ideas, knowledge, habits, etc. Etc. means there can be so many things. Our character will be formed wherever we are from, and the way we act, the way we speak, the way we think, everything will be influenced by this gradual conscious or unconscious assimilation of ideas, knowledge, everything from the environment. So this is one of the definitions of osmosis. So in the story also, if you see actually the parrots, because of their surroundings, it collected consciously or unconsciously, it assimilated the ideas or knowledge or habits of Haridasa or the butcher. So that is what actually happened. In another way, if we can see osmosis, or if we can explain osmosis, is this way. See, osmosis is nothing but there's a compartment. So you can see this compartment, and in this compartment or a vessel, there's a high concentration or concentrated sugar solution, and it is separated by a semi-permeable membrane. It is a porous membrane, and the other side, it has a low concentration of or a diluted sugar solution. So sorry. So what will happen here is, from the high concentration solution, it will the semi-permeable membrane will allow molecules to go through this, and see the process will continue till both the sides are of equal concentration. So that is called as osmosis. So now you may be thinking what I'm trying to say. So if I'm coming to that, so if osmosis happens randomly in our life, it's of no use. which means to say, if I get connected to anything and everything, to whatever is happening in my world surrounding me, it's of no use. See, one day I get connected to a person who is angry and I also feel angry. Then the next moment I connect to a person who is sad and I feel sad. And it goes on like that. So my life will be driven by everything and everyone who is around me. So what is the use of any such osmosis happening in my world, in my life? So it will drive me crazy actually. So it's of no use if I allow such an osmosis to happen. So what should I do actually? So we should make use of osmosis in the right way, and we should direct it or channelize it to serve the purpose of our life itself. Can it be done? Yes, absolutely it can be done. And how do we do that? And what is the right way to do that? The right way is use osmosis to attain yoga. So here we come. Here I want to drive this idea. So we can use osmosis to attain yoga itself. So for most of you, you may be knowing what is yoga, but just as a purpose of this presentation, I will tell you all what is yoga. See, yoga is the actual meaning of yoga. It's not just to do with any asanas, but it goes beyond all that. And the actual meaning of yoga is it is the union. Yoga means union. So union of what? Union of individual self, myself, in my divine self. What is this divine self? The divine self is something which is there inside me, in my heart. You can call it the divinity, you can call it the higher self, you can call it the inner self, you can call it the source, you can call it Paramatma, God, whatever you want. You can call it by any names. So in this way, yoga means it is the union of my individual self to my lower self to the higher self or the divine self. So in other words, if you can put it across, it's also called as, in other words, the yoga is when yoga happens, that is when individual self merges in the divine self. It means to become the best version of ourself. It means to say the divine self which is there in my heart is the best version of myself. So when I merge in my best version of myself, that is yoga. So that is the simplistic definition of yoga. So now with this definition of yoga, we can see here, if I can say the low concentration thing is the man or the individual self or the myself, and this semi-permeable membrane is the samskaras or my karmas or the life experiences that I have got from this life and many other lives. And the high concentration is nothing but my divine self or the source or the higher self or God, whatever. So there should be a means by which this gets connected to this. And once that happens, this from higher concentration, the molecules will start going to the lower concentration. And through this, if we can initiate this process of osmosis through some particular procedure, then what will happen is the man will become divinized. So the man will attain his best version. He will become the best version of his self. So what we are trying to do here is, in heartfulness, we consciously connect to the divine self, which is nothing but the source or our best version, which is there within our hearts by the process of meditation. So when I connect to the best version of myself, which is in my heart, through the process of meditation, what will happen is it will initiate the process of osmosis, and this will continue till we become like the divine self itself. So you can see this image. So meditation is something like a plug or something which connects us, individual self, to the power station, that is the divine self or the source. And when the meditation connects both, what will happen is the osmosis starts. What will happen is the power from here goes on and charges this individual self fully. So that is what we intend to do with the process of meditation. So I have tried to bring about a different kind of meaning for meditation here. However, if you want a simplistic meaning of meditation, it is called as continuously thinking about one thing. So meditation is nothing but continuously thinking about one thing. So if you're thinking about your family, you're meditating on your family. If you're thinking about your profession, you're meditating on your profession. If you're thinking about divinity, you're meditating on divinity. And whatever you think, you become that, is what Buddha said. And whatever you meditate upon, in that way, in whatever you meditate upon, you become that. So here in heartfulness meditation, when we start meditating on the divinity itself, or the best version which is there in my heart, I will become the best version. I will become my best version. See, that is the goal of any human life, to become our best versions. So to become our best versions, we are using this meditation. And when we become our best versions, we will start excelling, or we will be good in whatever we do. As a doctor, I will be good. As a family person, I will be good. As a parent, I will be good. If I want to make some money in the right way, I'll be good in that too. So in every possible way, I'll be good. So that is what meditation can enable us to do. So coming to the uniqueness of heartfulness meditation, it is, one thing is, it's very, very simple. It is very much suitable for the modern day person like me or any one of you people. That too, when we are living in a city like Bangalore, where we are all very, very busy. 1 minute. There's some issue with the speaker. So when we are living in a city like Bangalore, we are all very busy, and we don't have much time to do. And we don't have, if we don't have a simple process like heartfulness meditation, we don't have a lot of time to commit for these practices, and we'll be living these practices aside. So in that way, it is very simple. And another unique part of this heartfulness meditation is, whoever practices this meditation will start receiving an yogic energy called as yogic transmission. It is also called as pranahuti. And whoever receives this and practices meditation, you will be able to meditate in a simple manner. You'll be able to go deeper into the meditation. We all can experience this with the practical session of meditation that we are going to have now. So now we are going ahead with the practical session of meditation. I'll tell you how to meditate under heartfulness meditation. See, first we will go through a small procedure called as relaxation. It's called heartfulness relaxation. It is similar to whatever most of the yogasana people will be doing during shavasana. You will relax each and every part of the body with suggestions. However, here when we do that, the component of pranahuti or the yogic transmission comes into play. So that also is taking the relaxation, is taking the support of yogic transmission, and you will feel much better. And at the end of relaxation, when I tell you all to start meditation, you'll all have to give just one suggestion, that the source of light is in my heart. When I tell you all to start meditation, you'll all be giving yourself a self-suggestion, or you'll all be taking a sankalpa that the source of light is in my heart. When you say this, you're not supposed to imagine any kind of light, tube light, candle light, sunlight, nothing of that. It's just a suggestion that the source of light is in my heart, which means to say that you're connecting to this source. So, or the divine self or the higher self. So you're connecting to this source and you're starting meditation. The object of your meditation is your source itself. So you will give this suggestion and sit silently till I say that's all, or open your eyes. And when you sit with this suggestion, what will happen is you all start getting few thoughts, or quite a few thoughts. So when you have thoughts, it's actually be relieved. It's not, the thoughts are not coming in actually, it's all evaporating, coming out of the heart, evaporating and going out from you forever. So if that has to leave you forever, what you'll have to do is you'll have to ignore those thoughts. So when you have thoughts, ignore them and just remind yourself that yes, I'm meditating on the divine light which is there in my heart, or the source of light which is there in my heart. And then you try to be focused there. Don't force yourself to be there in the heart, because the more force you use, you will start having heaviness, or you may end up having a headache. So be gentle on yourself, and if you have a thought, just ignore it and bring your attention back to your heart. If you have another thought, again ignore it and bring your attention back to your heart. That's what you're going to do for the next maybe 10, 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, so if you have any questions regarding how to do meditation, I can answer that, or else we will start with the meditation part, relaxation and meditation part, and after the meditation I can take as many questions as you have. So shall we start with the meditation?
Sir, any seating posture before we start? Normal Vipassana is good enough.
The heartfulness meditation advocates Sukhasana. Sukhasana means whatever posture is comfortable for you, in whichever posture can hold you comfortably during the time of period of meditation, that you can sit. Your back should be upright. That's the only thing that you'll have to take care of. You can sit on a mat on the floor with cross-legged, or you can sit on a chair, you can sit on a sofa, whichever, you can take the support of the wall, whichever way. Okay, so whatever is comfortable for you, you can do that. Anything else? Any other question? Okay, we'll start with the practical session of relaxation and meditation. You all can put your phones on silent for the next few minutes, and then we can start. Gently close your eyes. Breathe normally. We are starting with the relaxation. Bring your attention to your feet. Energy from the Mother Earth is entering your feet, moving up your lower legs, to your knees, to your thighs, to your waist, relaxing all of them. Bring your attention to your lower back. It's getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your upper back. It's getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your stomach. It's getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your chest. It's It's getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your hands and fingers. They're getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your shoulders and neck. They're getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your face, your eyes, ears, nose, facial muscles, jaws, everything are getting relaxed. Bring your attention to your head. It's getting relaxed. Now your whole body from head to toe is fully relaxed. Now bring your attention to your heart and stay silent for a while. Now thinking the source of light is in your heart, please start meditation. If you have thoughts, ignore them and bring your attention back to your heart. Just remind yourself that you're meditating on the source of the light. The source of the light is illuminating the whole system, and think that you're immersed or absorbed in that light. Please start meditation. If there are thoughts, ignore them. Be gentle on yourself. Don't force to do this. Take your time and slowly open your eyes. Before you open your eyes, give a few suggestions to yourself. All your senses are coming to a state of balance. Then you start observing how are you feeling physically and mentally before meditation and after meditation. Once you have observed, slowly open your eyes. Once you open your eyes, feel free to share your experience in the chat box or orally.
There is a sense of absolute calmness prevails.
Yeah. Yeah. Someone has typed breathing becomes slow and clear, right? There is calmness, there is silence.
So, though there was a lot of rush in the thoughts that was coming, still there was this calmness at the end of it. So it
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, good. That's a good observation. See, whatever happens in meditation during the process of meditation is good only. The rush of thoughts was not that it was coming in, it was going out of us. So once we let go of that baggage, whatever is there in us, that's when we start feeling the calmness. We have let it go out of us actually. Any other observations or sharings? Okay. Then I had rush of thoughts. Felt a cleaning sensation. Good. Felt complete silence after all the thought flow stopped. Good. Someone is asking rush of thoughts is good or bad. See, whatever happens in meditation is good only. After meditation, what is it that you're feeling is what is important. So during meditation, even if there are rush of thoughts, it's fine. Felt heaviness in the heart. When was that? Prithviraj sir is saying there was a heaviness in the heart. When was that? You can speak. Felt lighter and calm. Some minutes back. Okay. So observe for some more time. It'll settle down and it'll start becoming lighter. Yeah. Now it's okay. Yeah, good. So there are a few more slides which I'll go through. So now that we have meditated, we cannot sit for meditation all throughout 24 hours. So that's why it's practically not possible. So when I said heartfulness meditation is a very simple form of meditation, even if we meditate for 20 minutes or 30 minutes in the morning, we should continue to be in the meditative state all day long. So how do we do that? So to remain in the meditative state, what we do is we should observe the state that is created after meditation with closed eyes for few minutes. Just like some of you said, if you felt calm, you felt silent, observe that. So observe that with your closed eyes for few minutes and try to savor that state of meditation. And then slowly open your eyes and make a note of your experience and the state created after meditation in your diary, in your spiritual journal or diary, whatever. And try to remain in that same state of meditation throughout the day. So when you do this, you start remaining in the meditative state throughout the day. And what happens is you're meditating with your closed eyes. Then it's equivalent to meditation with your open eyes. Sorry, it's equivalent to the meditation, but you're meditating with the open eyes. So that is what has to get created over a period of time. It might not happen in a day or two, but surely it's going to happen after some time of practice. So the other core practices of heartfulness are, see, one is called as whatever we did was relaxation and meditation. The second one is called as cleaning. I will tell you what is cleaning. And then the third one is prayer. See, meditation, we do it in the morning for 20 to 30 minutes. Evening, we do this cleaning for 20 to 30 minutes. And then the meditation has to continue even in our sleep. That's how we have a 24-hour cycle. So how does that happen? Before we go to sleep, there's a small prayer which we'll have to do and then get connected to our heart and go to sleep. So the meditation continues even in our sleep. So that's why we say the heartfulness practices are very simple and very much suitable for the modern day living, and it can create a state of meditation 24/7. So I have tried to explain these three core practices again through the same diagram. See, the prayer is what will help us connect to our divine self. And once it connects to the divine self, what will happen is the meditation will trigger off and it will start giving us transmission. So it will start giving us transmission to the lower self or to us. And this transmission will continue like the process of osmosis, and we will become divinized. And then what is this cleaning? This semi-permeable membrane, if it is fully clogged, if it is not porous, then this is not going to, the transmission is not going to reach us because we will not be able to connect here at all. So everyday cleaning will keep this semi-permeable membrane more and more permeable, and then we will start receiving more and more transmission and we will start becoming more and more divinized. That's what will happen. And all these practices or whatever that I have been explaining you, they're very deep in nature, and we can all experience it only if we start practicing it at least for 2 months or 3 months, and then you will know the efficacy of it. And whatever I have explained it, I try to simplify it in a to the utmost extent, but this simplicity itself should not make it make you feel that what is this, it's so simple and it might not work. It's not that way. It's only to keep it light for all of you, and it's only to make you understand what is meditation, what it can what impact it can have in your lives. That's why I have given it through an example. So this is what it is about today's session. And for all of you, just for information, we all sat for around 20 minutes or more for during relaxation and meditation actually. So many of us or most of us will not be aware of time, and we may not be even aware of the surroundings also, at least for some time, if not throughout the time period of session. So that's it for today from my side. If you have any questions, you're welcome to ask me and I can answer you. You can ask me through chat or you can ask me orally, directly.
Just one question.
Yeah.
When we are giving an auto suggestion saying that the light is within my heart. So you're saying we should not visualize the light, right?
Yeah.
Then that auto suggestion, like what do we do with that? Like basically when we say the light is there, what do we do with the light? We are not visualizing that light. So we are just thinking the heart or something, or what do we do with that thing?
It's a good question. See, what we are trying to do is, see, like I said, meditation is continuously thinking about one thing. So, see, if the nature of fire is to burn, the nature of mind is to wander. So, and think or wander. So, what are we trying to do here is, we are trying to give the mind its own work of thinking. So, we are trying to tell the mind, you think, but you don't think anything that you want. You think that there is something in the heart. What is there in the heart? That is the source is there in the heart, or source of light is there in the heart, or divine light is there in the heart, whatever it is. So you give it a thought to hook on and stay with that thought. That's all. You have to stay with that thought, that there is divine light in my heart, and you stay with that thought. Why we are telling not to visualize is, see, the light, the nature of light, whatever is there, and even when we say there is light, it is only a representation of the divinity and not exactly the divinity. And light is not our goal. Our goal is much beyond light. So that's why we tell you not to visualize the light. However, many people have experienced that they see some kind of light when they start practicing this meditation. So even if you see light, it's okay. Even if you don't see light, it's okay. But it's just a thought that you have, that there is a divine light in your heart, and you start. And when your mind wanders with other thoughts, around other thoughts, you again get back to this thought: there is divine light in my heart. That's all. Or the source of light is there in my heart, and you stay with that thought. So you stay with that thought. That is what you become. Hope I answered your question, Vinay.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sunil, can you
Yeah.
just throw a light on cleaning? You mentioned cleaning. So for the benefit of everybody,
Yeah.
can you just briefly tell them what is cleaning? Because it's very important
Yeah.
process. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Before I answer that, there's a question in the chat. I will answer that. Prajit sir is asking, so direction of seating, any complementary breathing practice? Does the osmosis membrane vanish where the concentration of liquids become the same? Yeah. See, when I say this osmosis and the membrane, see, the membranes are nothing but, I will show you a diagram for that. Okay, so before that, I'll answer the direction of seating. See, the direction of seating is, you can sit in any direction. That's fine. Actually, there's no particular thing that you'll have to follow in regard to the direction. Whatever you feel comfortable, you can sit. So complementary breathing practice is not there actually. In case you want to start with some pranayama or finish your pranayama and then you want to get into this, that is also fine. But once you start this, then don't keep focusing on the breath, because that is also a distraction, like a thought which comes out and distracts you. You focusing on the breath is also can also be a distraction. So when you follow this system of meditation, go by this. And there is no other complementary breathing practice, because as you get into a deeper meditative state, like someone stated in the chat box, our breathing also gets regulated. It also gets slower, and it also gets moderated or modulated to the extent required. And you said that, and you have asked that the membrane vanishes, whether the membrane will vanish. See, what we mean to say here as membrane is, see, all of us have a physical body, and then all of us have a causal body. Okay, so when the transmission comes, actually it comes beyond this causal body. From beyond this causal body, it will have to penetrate. This is the actually the subtle body is what is called as the membrane, the semi-permeable membrane. See, the subtle body is where we collect all the samskaras or the karmas. Okay, so it has to penetrate this and reach the physical body. Okay, and it will have an impact on all the dimensions actually. So in other words, when we have to say what evolves with this meditation, see, the causal body or the Atman need not evolve. It's already evolved. The physical body cannot evolve. See, if I am tall, I cannot grow taller beyond a limit. If I'm dark, I cannot become fair now. So the physical body cannot change. The causal body need not change. So what has to change? It is actually the subtle body which needs to change. What is the subtle body? There are so many subtle bodies, but we take only 4 subtle bodies. One is consciousness, the other one is the mind, the other one is the intellect, the other one is the ego. So when we start meditating and do cleaning, it is actually we are doing cleaning for this. This is the semi-permeable membrane. This will become more, and it will not vanish. It will become more and more refined. So the consciousness, what it will become when the cleaning happens and when it starts getting the transmission, it will, from the worldly consciousness, it will become divine consciousness. And the mind, it will become super fine, and it will attain all the powers of the mind that it can perform whatever it has to perform. And the intellect, the buddhi, will attain the intelligence will start becoming wisdom, the viveka, absolute viveka, and that is the highest form of intelligence actually. And then the ego cannot vanish because it's our subtle body. The ego will become refined ego. So okay, so it will become more and more refined, such that it will not become a impediment for our progress. At the same time, it cannot fully vanish also, because if there is no ego, there is we will become a vegetable. If I don't know what I am capable of, I will not do anything at all. I will become a vegetable. So that way. So to answer your question, it will not fully vanish. It will become very, very refined, and it will start. This will start transmitting the transmission in the full way. It will not cause an impediment for the passage of the transmission from beyond the causal body to the physical body, or even the subtle body gets the transmission and gets refined and transformed. So coming to the cleaning part, what I said, what Dr. Shilpa asked about the cleaning was, see, every day we keep collecting impressions from morning till evening. This morning, think that I have had a fight. So that has created impressions in my mind. It has hurt my ego, and it has drawn my consciousness from divine consciousness to worldly consciousness, and to whatever that fight consciousness, whatever the lower consciousness. So, and these impressions will be lingering in my subtle body actually. So I can, if I keep accumulating all these impressions day in day out. Morning 9 o'clock I had a fight. Something got accumulated, and my subtle body got accumulated so many impressions. And then I had some pleasant moments at 11 o'clock. I ate something very delicious, and that impression also got accumulated here. And then 1 o'clock I had another experience which also gets accumulated. So all the pleasant and unpleasant experiences form impressions in my subtle body. And at the end of the day, what will happen is, even though I have meditated in the morning, at the end of the day, I am not able to access my divine self, access my best version. So I am far from whatever I was in the morning. That's why many a times we feel drained out. We feel not so energized, not so good about by the end of the day. It's because not only of a physical, what do you say, drainage of energy, it's also because of mental drainage, and also because of whatever clogs your subtle body. So in the evening, we do this simple process called cleaning, where we clean all these subtle bodies and restore it to the stage where it was in the how it was in the morning. after meditation. So that's what the cleaning does. And cleaning, there are so many levels of cleaning. Only if you're interested, we can take it up separately, and we will see how it can go after that. So cleaning is very, very important for your meditation also to be more effective. The better the cleaning, the more effective is the meditation that way. Hope I've answered, Shilpa, Dr. Shilpa.
Just to add on further to this explanation that you've given so far.
Yeah.
See, this is like if I were to relate, it is like the concept of RAM and ROM in the computer science world, right? RAM is your immediate memory for you to process something fast. ROM is what you store in your hard disk or whatever it is. And if I draw the same parallel to, say, our real life, the RAM is what we are trying to clean at the end of the day because of 9 o'clock positive, maybe 11 o'clock negative, so on and so forth. Now there is already a stored baggage which you said is samskaras from previous janmas and all of those. There's a lot of karmic thing. Can we ever start breaking that rock through this?
That is what I said. There are different levels of cleaning. So every day, evening, whatever we do is to clean the day's impressions, and maybe 1 day back, 2 days back, a week back's impressions. And we offer follow-up sessions free for life, actually. So where you get connected to a trainer weekly, and when you get connected to a trainer weekly, deeper impressions which have got accumulated over a period of 1 week, 2 weeks, sometimes few months or years also gets clean. And then there are group meditations which happen on Sundays. As of now, it's happening online, and Sunday morning and Wednesday evenings. So during these group meditations, the previous baggage also gets cleared. All the old samskaras or whatever karmas will also get cleared. How do you know that it gets cleared? That is when you will know this when you start dropping off your old habits, your old thought patterns, your old negativities, and you start becoming a transformed individual. You will know, oh, I had carried this for so many years since my childhood, and suddenly I see that it's not there, or I don't bother about it much. It's not bothering me much. So that's how you will know that deeper habits, tendencies, thought patterns, all that disappear, and you will know that it's got clean.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Nice question, sir. Thank you. Any other questions? If you have any questions, I can take them. Otherwise, you can you can go to heartfulness.org for additional information, or if you want to try it on your own, there is one app called as Hearts app, or to begin with, you have another app called as Heart in Tune app from Play Store. You can install this, and you can all go through this. The whole all the core practices of heartfulness, the meditation, cleaning, prayer, everything will be there on that. And there are free master classes and so many free resources are there in both these apps. So you can go through them, or you can directly write to me or call me. Also, I am more than happy to take you through this process and help you out. And that is also fine. And in case you want to continue it at Vinay sir's place, we can decide about that also based on your response and Vinay sir's convenience or whatever permission, and after that we can take it ahead. So thanks all of you for your patience listening. I have overshot my time a bit during answering.
That was very, very interesting, because we had heard a lot about this heartfulness meditation in the past few years at least.
Okay.
So I was very curious to know what exactly is this heartfulness. It's such a simple technique that we can all follow it in our day-to-day practices.
Yeah.
And it is not even complicated meditation that what I thought initially, right? So it is such a simple thing that we can easily adopt in our lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, and it was really great for you to come here and share this with all of us today. So from the foundation, I just thank you so much for this session that you are given to us. So, and definitely we will decide how to take it forward, and whoever is interested, definitely I will pass on the number to them. They can connect with you directly. And
Okay.
so we can just take it forward, and we'll just plan how to do it further,
Yeah.
depending on the interest of the people.
Sure. Sure, Vinay. Sure. Sure.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thanks a
Thank
lot for the
you. Thanks
insightful
all of you.
session. So
Thanks
thanks
all
to
of
all
you.
those who have attended the session today. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
all.
sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sunil. Thanks,
Thank
Vinay.
you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Shilpa. I forgot to share. Thanks, Shilpa, for arranging this and
Thank you very
wonderful
much.
session. Thank you, Shilpa, for that. So because
Thank
I
you,
think,
Vinay. Thanks for helping
yeah,
us do this.
yeah, I just
Thank you
got
so much.
this. I think Shilpa is practicing already for the benefit of others, right? Shilpa is already
Yes, Vinay.
practicing under
Yes,
Dr.
Vinay.
Sunil itself.
Yes, Sunil has been guiding me. Sunil has
Yes.
been guiding me,
Yeah.
and it has been a wonderful experience. It's been 1 year
Yeah.
almost.
So in case if somebody is interested to know the practical experience of it, you can contact Shilpa also, how it's going to be and all that. Even Dr. Sunil
Yes.
is there. So,
Sure.
and thanks, Shilpa, for getting Dr. Sunil to talk to us today and teach us this wonderful meditation. Thank you so
Thanks.
much.
Thanks to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vinay. Thank you, Shilpa.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
all of you.
Thanks,
Thanks all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Sunil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.